What's going on, family? Hey, this is Brandon back at it again, once again here in Brazil. Hey, it's good to be back, man. I know I keep saying it, but y'all just don't know how good it is to be back here. And interesting, quick little story, man, about this gentleman right here that y'all see in front of me, man. We was where I was at. And how can I put this? If my first timers, you probably won't know, but when y'all get here in Brazil, you will be introduced to this place, and more than likely, you might be introduced to this gentleman right here. So, if y'all ever in Copacabana, first timers, my vets, y'all already know. This restaurant named Abs, pretty famous. Pretty famous. It's a
very nice place.
Very nice place. Very nice place. It's a meeting ground for a lot of expats, from Western places or from anywhere in the world. They come, congregate, break bread, chop up game. And on this particular night, I ran into this gentleman and was talking to a fellow American, and I don't know how it went, but. Can't remember it all, but I think what was it?
It was me and Jock and
brother named Jock. Yeah. Shout out to Jock. Shout out
to Jock and
how did it come out to be? How did it come out to be? Did he tell me that you was a lawyer or?
Yeah. I mean, he started talking to you, and then he goes, this is my friend Marcus. He's a Brazilian. He's a lawyer. He speaks good English and all that.
And then I was like,
and they're like, what?
Yeah, I was like, sure. I was like, a lawyer? I was like, a lawyer? Are you kidding me? I mean, then he's black at that? No, it was, but yeah, I'm like, man, because it's funny because a lot of people, expats, tourists, what have you, they will come to, especially like places like Brazil, and they get caught up in situations, man. Whether it's like, hey, I met this girl, and I want to marry her. They first time in Brazil, first 5 minutes, they met a girl, they want to marry her, man. They're like, I don't know what to do. I don't have this, I don't have that. Or I just been robbed, or, police, I can't speak the language. I don't know what to do. And lo and behold, this brother right here is a lawyer. Out of all places, it was met him in Mabs. Out of all places. So enough of me blabbing right now. Marcus, let the people know who you are, what you do. I already gave a little bit away, you're a lawyer and all that, but I want you to go into detail as far as what you do and how you can help fellow people out in their situations, man. You got it, bro.
My name is Marcus. I'm 34 years old. I'm a father, and I'm a lawyer. And it's always the thing that I wanted to do. And fortunately, I speak English too, So I do all kinds of fields, okay? I do criminal law, I do immigration law, family, and civil, So when people from out of the country come to Brazil, they always have many questions about it, because like Brenda was saying, you could get into a lot of trouble, with the police, with somebody that want to sell you something, into a relationship, so you have a variety of ways to get in trouble, you know what I mean? But this is just life, right? And you always need a lawyer or somebody that could help you, especially if you're not from here, and you don't know the language. So you have a lot of people talking around you and you don't know what is going on. That's kind of weird, it's kind of strange, it doesn't make you feel comfortable. So when people come here and they meet me, I'm trying to provide a service that could let them know that I'm a lawyer that they can trust, that I can show them around, if they have any questions, or what depends on the things that they want to do. Maybe they want to come to the country to marry, maybe they want to come to the country to buy property, to open a business, and many things, So you always going to need someone that could help you do that without getting ripped off, because you in Rio, this is Brazil, okay? I'm not saying that it's not secure, that it's not safe, but if anywhere else, you got people that just want to take advantage of you, and especially if they know that you are bring like dollars and euros and what I mean, a stronger currency, you know. So you need that assistance, you know, for you to move in a better way, and that's what I'm trying to do, you know. And thanks God, I've been make like a good friends, like my man Brandon, you know, some other cats that I met, like Sheen, shout out to Jock, you know, and this older couple, Tony and Debbie, that was they were actually my first client, okay, and you know, we try to grow, you know, as a network. So that's a little bit about me.
Right. Definitely. Yeah. Shout out to all them cats you mentioned too. A big shout out to them, man, for real. Yeah. So, what's your like your special, like how could I put it? Yeah, like for lawyers. I know you deal with civil. You deal with, you say immigration, right?
Yeah, immigration.
And you deal with criminal, right?
Yep.
Out of those three, which ones that you like you have like the most, I guess experience. Well, experience will be experience, but experience dealing with gringos or foreigners. Which one out of those three? Which one you have the most experience? Like I guess with clients.
The most client as I guess foreigner clients.
Yeah.
Civil,
okay.
Civil, and immigration too. But
Okay.
civil, you know, like unless I had this American couple that they bought a property, okay, from this German guy, right? And the property, this German guy had a worker that used to take care of the house, right? And when this German guy passed away, his son sold the property to my clients, right? Everything was under the law. They went to the registry, you know, like they did everything right. But the guy stayed at the house, the guy that used to work there, okay? So here in Brazil, we have the civil law here in Brazil. If you move into a property, right, and the owner is out, okay, and you live there for like 5 years without nobody saying nothing, that property is like your property now, like it become yours, okay? So my clients went back to America and they stayed there for a very long time. When they came back, the guy were still there, you know? So he was like, okay, cool, I'm the owner, okay, this is my property, so I want it back. The guy was like, okay, cool, I'm not gonna move out. So he started, he sued my clients with a lawsuit called Uso Capião to get their property for him.
So the guy from America that came back sued.
No. The
one
guy
that was
used
staying.
to work there. Yeah. He sued my client saying that now their house belonged to him. You know, he was the owner. So and then we got into a judicial fight, you know, over the property that's still going on. So as a Brazilian law, if you have a house and you have like a worker in the house and you die and you have your sons and your daughters, and like this guy tried to take your property, he cannot do that under the law because he was your worker. He doesn't have the will, like at the beginning he didn't want to be an owner. He was just a worker, okay? So in that specific, that particular case, you know, he doesn't have the right to file that lawsuit that I just told you, Uso Capião, okay?
And what's the name of that law again? The Brazilian law?
It's the civil code. It's like a jurisprudence, okay? Like they understand like that.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
So, like I made that defense in that particular case. So, and I have this other client, right? He's from Washington too, and he had a girlfriend here, and he bought an apartment, right? But he left the girl at the apartment for like a year, okay? So he was like, okay, Marcus, what can I do to protect my property? Because I know that here in Brazil, if somebody stay at your property for a very long time, they can like claim as their own, okay? So I was like, okay, listen, there is a contract that you can do called comodato, right? It's a contract that you sign with the person that you're gonna leave your apartment with. So they can never say to the judge that they wanna own the property because they signed a contract certifying that that person just lent them the apartment with a loan. I didn't like gave it to you know? So that's the type of thing that people from out of the country get into. or they have to pay child support and they don't know how much they're gonna pay.
That was gonna be my next question, Marcus.
Yeah.
I know here in the States, man, and a lot of Western places, man. I know specifically in the States, I know a lot of brothers, they run into well, men in general, man, regardless of race, they run into a lot of issues with the court system dealing with child support, man.
Yeah.
It's dealing with, alimony, dealing with palimony, man. In Brazil, so how is that process here, for us, like with child support, alimony? How is that process here in Brazil? Because I know in the States, I know a lot of people they pay thousands, man, a month, and that's just in lawyer fees. We're not talking about how much they have to pay the child, man, which can be in the thousands. And
Wow.
Yeah, man. So it's like, I almost say in the States, it's almost like a racket.
Yep.
Everybody gets some kind of cut, and they benefit because of the from the I guess from the male, from the father, because of that his position, man. So how is it like in Brazil? Is it similar? Like the child support system, is that similar in the States? I mean, just go ahead and explain that, man.
In Brazil, it's like this. Like they're gonna measure your alimony by how much you make. Like say if you're a foreigner, I'm gonna talk about like if you're a foreigner, right? You don't have no income in Brazil, okay? So it would be very hard for them to find out how much you make, right? Because if you don't have an account here, if you don't have a business here, if you don't have like your economic life here, they would not know how much money you have. Okay, they could try to get in touch with your country and try to find out, but that would be like very difficult. And most of the time they don't do that, right? So basically, if you want to have a child here, you need to have in mind that you're gonna pay 30%, at most 30% of your income to support that child.
Now, keep in mind, right? Like in Brazil, 30% compared to like in the States, that's not a lot of money.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So y'all remember that. That's y'all coming from the States. That's not a lot of money.
It's not a lot of money. It's not a lot of money. Like the minimum wage here in Brazil is like 1,200 reais, right?
So that'll be like what? How much in the US? So it's like
US
$200.
$300.
$300
$300.
So that shows y'all right there.
That's minimum wage, right? So if the father does not have like a regular job, like if he doesn't have an employer, okay, or job, they will base his alimony on the minimum wage, okay? So you will pay 30% of the minimum wage here. Of the minimum wage here.
Okay.
That would be like 1,200, right? 1,200 reais. So you would pay like 360 reais per month, to support that child. Because here in Brazil the law says that the responsibility is the mothers and the father. Both of them need to contribute to their child welfare, right?
So not just the father, it's just the mother and the father.
Sometimes the mother pay the father because the father keep the child. So the mother gotta pay to the father. So and it's gonna be reasonable because you cannot put the father like, okay, you make like 10,000 reais per month, right? So the judge will find out how much the kid, okay, spends per month, okay, like school, health insurance, clothing, medicine, all those things put it together. Okay, cool. I spend per month 2,000 reais with this kid. Okay, cool. So the father's gonna pay 1,000 and the mother's gonna pay 1,000. But if the mother is unemployed, now you got a problem because she's gonna say, okay, cool, I don't have the money. Okay, so now you're gonna have to do the most part. But if you don't have an income down here in Brazil, you're still gonna pay 30% of the minimum wage here. Because they cannot charge you or ask you to pay more that you could pay without without trying to put you in a situation that you are not going to be able to provide for yourself, because they're concerned about that too.
Wow, that is totally different than what go on in the States, man.
It's a little, I mean, it's lighter.
Yeah, a whole lot lighter. Wow,
Yeah,
wow,
you
man.
know.
This is some heavy information, man.
Yeah. Because I know in America, I mean, they try to
Yeah,
take
man.
everything from you.
It's a, like I say, it's a racket, man. It's like I didn't know how much money
Yeah.
like the whole system makes from just the whole child support, man.
Yeah.
I mean, not only like I say the mother, but just everybody, the lawyers, the judges,
Yep.
even the bailiffs get a little something, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's wild, and the fact that you can't even leave the country because if you owe child support.
Wow.
Yeah, they're in the States. I don't know about anywhere else, but I know in the States, they'll revoke your passport.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's insane.
because I guess owing child support is like a tax.
Uh-huh.
So they see that as kind of like, excuse me, see that as like tax evasion.
Oh, I see.
Because that's part of the federal tax, child support.
Yep.
So yeah, they will like just no, you're not getting a passport. Or you got one,
Yeah.
give that back.
Wow.
Yeah,
That would never happen.
seriously.
That would never
Seriously,
happen.
man.
It
So
would never.
wow.
Some guys like they have like 2 or 3 child and they just disappear. They just disappear.
Talking about
Okay.
here in
In
Brazil.
Brazil. Yeah, here in Brazil. So you could like try to sue them, right, for them to pay like child support. But I mean, if they cannot receive a citation, or something like that, it's gonna be very hard to get the money from them. Some guys they doesn't have like a residence or a place that the judge could like know where he at. Just like a nomad. So that makes it difficult. So and plus Brazil doesn't have the resources that America have. Like that they could trace you. Okay, Here, that's why it make it easier for you.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
Yeah, so that's about it. That's why like it's a little bit lighter than in America because I know that over there, like you said, is heavy, man. It's a heavy business. It's heavy. Like it's very expensive to have a child.
Say, aren't we proud to be Americans?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well,
That's
yeah,
cool,
that's
that's cool.
wow, bro.
That's something
Definitely,
else.
man. So okay. Let's see. All right, here my next thing. Okay, now, police wise.
Wow.
Now say,
yeah, this is
this is gonna be heavy. Police wise.
police wise.
Say, okay, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, right? We out party, having a good time.
Okay.
You have a few drinks, whatever.
Yep.
Then we're riding down. I don't know, maybe we were hanging out in the North Zone.
Okay.
And we riding down Avenida Brazil or the Yellow Line, Lina Amareta or whatever the 2 main highways here in Brazil. In Rio that goes back towards Zona Sul or whatever.
Yep.
And we approach a roadblock, which is a lot of them here.
A lot of them here. Yo, at dawn. Wow, man.
And all of a sudden, one of the officers, they look at the car, right?
Yeah.
They see, all right, it's two brasileiros. Okay, they cool, whatever. Now in the back, it's two gringos, 2 foreigners.
Yeah.
One American, right?
Okay.
Say, and he looks back there. He says, he asks you, probably in Brazilian, are you, você é brasileiro? Be
Você
like,
tem documento?
yeah, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
It say he doesn't have, I know quite sure they're gonna ask for a document.
Yeah.
Now say he doesn't have a particular document that they're looking for. Now what rights does the gringo have in that particular situation? Say if the officer asks for any kind of documents that they may not have on them or just or whatever, man. What, like, at that moment, what kind of rights does that gringo have? Like, just in that particular scenario, anything could happen during that scenario. But I'm just saying, leading up to that point, what what rights does the gringo have? I mean, in terms of like that particular situation. Like what could go down? What kind of rights? What rights does that person have? You know what I mean? Like
I see.
yeah. So go ahead and what rights do I have, man? Yeah.
So in that situation, you have you need to have identification. That's the first point. It's a good advice that I'm giving you to have.
What kind of identification?
Passport.
Okay, passport.
Your driver's license from your country.
Okay.
Like anything that could identify you. Okay. First of all, you need to carry that all the time. Oh, but what if I don't have that? What if I forgot in a hotel? Okay. What if I lost? Okay. So if you're in that situation, the police could, if they want to, take you to the precinct. Okay. So they're gonna run your information to see if they get in touch with somebody from the embassy to find out who you are. Okay, they could do that. Okay, that's the law, right?
So how would they know that? You tell them where? Okay, they ask where you from, and then you tell them, right?
Okay, they're gonna be asked for your document. You're gonna say, listen, if you don't know the language, you're gonna speak in your own language, right?
Right.
So they're gonna notice that you're not from here. So if you don't have your documents, they're gonna like I said, take you to the precinct, okay, and you have to go. You have to comply. You cannot say, okay, I'm not gonna do it. Whatever, I forgot in the hotel. Like, they're gonna be like, okay, cool. They're gonna drag you down, throw you in the back of the police car. You know what I mean? It's a done deal. Or if you got a real nice policeman, okay, cool. I'm close to my hotel, man. I forgot at my hotel room. Okay, they might like you. Follow you back to your hotel room. You're gonna show them. Okay, but most of the time, they're not gonna go through all that. Like some guys are very cool, very nice. They're gonna let you go. But if you run into some cats that just maybe wanna, we gotta be honest. There's a lot of corruption in this country, right? So I'm not gonna pretend like that we have the nicest police in the planet, right? Because we don't got that. So if you run into a policeman that's like a corrupt, okay, they're gonna try to pressure you, okay, or tell you so many lies about our law for us to give them money, you know what I mean, so you can get away. Okay, cool. If you give me like $200, okay, I'm gonna let you go.
So that's common. That's common.
If you're not prepared. But that's a crime that he's committing, right? You don't have to do that, right? Like if they always ask you for money or something like that, if you know someone from here, get in touch with that person, get that person to talk to the policeman so you can sort everything out, right? But if you're like 2 a.m. and you just want to get home, you know what I mean? Many guys are like, okay, cool, here it is, and I'm out.
So that amount, that's usually a reasonable amount? Or, well, how it works? Do they usually demand a price, or
they don't?
They'll be like, give me whatever you got? How is that?
So many funny stories, man. I mean, I had friends that they didn't have nothing, right?
Yeah.
And the cop took, a candy, a biscuit, anything that they had, okay? Just to, okay, cool, I'm gonna get this, get out, or some other cases, it depends what is your problem. It depends what is your problem. Okay, like, okay, cool. You got drugs, example. Okay, I got marijuana in the car. Okay, everybody know that it's illegal here in Brazil.
Right.
So they could drag your ass to jail. But if you are a user, okay, of marijuana here in Brazil, you don't go to jail, right? But the
Hold on, say that again.
Yeah, if you're a user, like if you are not selling the drug, right?
Oh, you're just
a consumer, right? I'm an addict, right?
Right, a junkie or something. Yeah.
I don't sell, or I just smoke from time to time, and I got some marijuana in my pocket, right? The law said they cannot drag you to jail, but they're gonna, if the guy wanna take some money from you, you're gonna be like, okay, cool, I'm gonna put you in jail, give me like $300, $500, this and that. But if
eyes, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Or they could ask you for dollars too. It depends. If they greedy, you have a lot of smart cats. If he like realize that you are from America, first thing, he got money because he's traveling, right? Second of all, he got dollars because I know it's 5 times from my money, right? So listen, I'm gonna ask you, you know what I mean? That gringo money, you know what I mean? That, you know what I mean? Like they're gonna be okay. Give me like $500.
Gringo tax.
Gringo tax, baby. That's what it is, you know. So you need to know that if you have like drugs, okay, because maybe in some countries it's legal, like in America, right? Many states.
Some places, not all states,
not all over,
not all
right?
states, not all
Okay.
states, but some
Let's say
states,
California,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, right,
Okay,
right,
cool.
right.
The guy from California, he doesn't know that, for example, here in Brazil, it's illegal, right? So the cop is gonna take him to the precinct, okay? He gonna like see the chief of the police. They're gonna like set a court date for him to go there and pay a fine, okay? They would pay a fine or something like that. But for that matter, you cannot be like kept in jail, right? Like, or in any situation like that. But if you're selling, okay, trafficking,
Yeah.
and that's a whole nother
It's a whole
story,
nother story.
right? You can do from 10 to 15 years in prison because of that, you know? Because of that. You know, so
Wow, that's light compared to the states.
Yeah.
That's light. That's light.
yeah.
Like I said, they give you 30 on top for a pack of bubble gum.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Still in a pack of bubble gum, but wow.
And in Brazil,
Man.
if it's a first timer, I mean, if it's the first time like having problems with the law, they go easy on you. You know, they go easy on you. You will not like do 10 years in prison. You know, maybe for good behavior, they could let you go 4 or 5 years. You know, somewhere around that. So it all depends. What is your problem? Okay, if you don't have an ID, that's nothing. You know, that's nothing. They cannot like charge you with what? Don't have an ID. You know,
Right,
they're gonna
right,
take
right.
you to some place to verify, and you're free to go. Okay, like
Wow.
medicine. If you have like a prescription, if you need a prescription for some type of medicine, right? And you don't have it, you could have a problem too because it's against the law to carry the medicine without a prescription. Okay, if the doctor didn't prescribe that medication for you.
Hold on. Even if say if I bring some medicine from the states from my doctor, is that
but
considered?
you need to have the paperwork. You need to have the paperwork.
even if it's on the label by the doctor.
Something that could say that a doctor from America
Okay.
prescribed that
Okay,
for you.
okay.
Because you don't have it to like. Imagine if you have like a very like illness, okay?
Yeah.
So you need a medicine. You're gonna come to Brazil on the trip. You're gonna get here. When you
Right,
get here,
right.
you're gonna carry your paperwork. You're gonna show them it's all good because you need that to survive, right? So it's that type of situation. It depends what is your problem. You know?
Gotcha.
What is your problem?
Gotcha.
You know?
Gotcha. Yeah, bro. All right. So my final question, right?
Yeah.
My final question, man. This is about for first timers that's wanting to stay because where I'm from the States, you know, you can stay as a tourist here in Brazil for 90 days, visa free. And if you want to extend it for another 90 days, yeah, you can. So what would be some documents? Say if you were trying to establish residency or citizenship,
Yeah.
what would be the necessary documents in order for you to go down that citizenship or long-term residency path? What would be the main
I
documents,
mean,
man?
I just did a job for a woman from Haiti, right? So she got a child here, right? She been here for like 5 years, you know, and she just like filed for her papers. So you need to be able to communicate, you know. You need to be able to prove that you can speak in English, in Portuguese, right?
Okay.
My
okay.
bad.
Yeah. Nah.
That you
Okay.
can speak like in Portuguese, that you can communicate.
Isn't there a
right?
certain test you gotta take? I heard
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
that? What's the
There's a
name of the test? You know the name of it?
They have a few. You could like do like a supletivo, you
Okay.
know, it's like 5 exams that you can take to
Okay.
prove that, you know, that you are able to communicate, that you are able to, that you know the culture, you know. You do like you answer a bunch of questions, right? And then you get like certification, right? Saying that you're apt, like you are able to communicate, that you know the culture, that you have the time, you know, and that you need a paper from your country saying that you don't have any criminal records. Okay, back home, and they're gonna translate that, and you need like a translator so you can show the Brazilian authorities, right? That you don't have any criminal records.
So a clean criminal check.
Yeah,
from
clean criminal check.
Okay.
You're gonna need that. You're gonna need to show them like if you work here, if you have a business here, all this information is going to add up. You know, like if you more that you have, increase the possibility for you to get your residency, right? So, and if you have a child here, that's make it way easier, because if you don't have a child, it will take like 4 years for you, like to get a residency, right? If you have a child, it drops to 1, right? So if you have 1 year here, yeah. If you have a child here, you could get a residency card, you know.
So with the having that child, so with that, because I know with states, I know if you have a child like somewhere outside the states, that child automatically becomes an American citizen. Now, will that also be the case if you know, if I have a child, you know, here in Brazil? How would that work? It would the father? I know the child would be, you
Brazilian.
know, but would it will I also be, you know, Brazilian because I had a child there? How would that work?
No. Like if you had a child here, you're not immediately a Brazilian. Okay, you're still an American. You need to go through the process, you know. So they're gonna be like, okay, cool. You have your citizenship. Now you're not a native.
Right.
You are like here. I don't know if it's the right word, but naturalized. Like you became under the law a citizen.
Right.
Naturalization. Yes.
Naturalization. Yeah.
Yes, that's the word. So you need to go through the process.
Having
a kid would help you. Would make it easier.
And you said that time would be reduced to about a year.
Yeah, like you just need a year here.
Wow, that's crazy.
Just need a year.
That's crazy.
From the time that you get your residence, your RM,
RNE.
Your RNE, yes. Right. So when they give you that, you need to stay a year. Then you can apply for your citizenship.
Okay, real quick. I know you mentioned RNE. Tell them what the RNE is and what it was exactly. What's the function?
Yeah, I mean, just our alien, like a foreign identification. You know, like if you're not from Brazil, you're gonna have like a certain type of number, a certain type of CPF. You know, that starts with a different sequence of numbers, so they know that you are not like a native Brazilian, right? That you come from overseas. So it would like help you to do all kinds of stuff, like having an ID, a Brazilian ID would help you to open a business, all those stuff, you know, that a Brazilian could do, you could do with that identification, right?
Now, I know you mentioned the other document, CPF,
yeah.
What's
yeah,
that?
CPF too, because like it's just like a social security number in America. You know, like if you have a CPF, the IRS, right? It's just like a number that they could like track you,
like a tax ID,
tax ID. Yeah, that's right. You know, and enables you to open a bank account, you know, to like do business with other people under your own name.
Because quick story, real quick, man. I was at I know my third time coming here for Carnival. I was trying to get a phone card at one of the malls. And the guy was asking me CPF, você tem CPF? I'm like, what?
What is that?
Yeah, like, what is that? What is that? It's like he was like saying you need a CPF. I'm like, to get a phone. So I'm like, okay. So that's what it is. Like,
that's basically what it is.
In order to get like a phone, SIM card, a bank account, so you need that CPF.
You need that CPF.
Okay. Yeah, man.
That's what it is. It's gonna help you a lot. But it depends what you want. If you want to stay here for a very long time, if you want just like come and go, it all depends, you know. But if you really want to come here and stay here for a long period of time or do business here, you definitely need one. You know, you're gonna need a CPF and you know, get your situation straight.
Gotcha. Well, definitely, Marcus, man. YouTube family, man. Hey, Whenever y'all want to ever make that trip to Brazil, y'all want to holler at this brother right here, man.
I'm available.
Hey, so Marcus, real quick,
Yeah.
man. Hey, let the people know, man. Let the family know, like how they can contact you, where they can reach you, you know, all that good stuff, man. Cause definitely, man, there's a lot of people around my way.
Yeah.
I already know they gonna act the fool. They gonna act stupid. You know, unfortunately, they gonna play that stereotype, and they gonna probably need somebody like you
to
help them out. So I already know. So go ahead, give them your contact and how they can reach you and stuff like that, man.
You could reach me on my WhatsApp, right?
Okay.
Is +5521 971058508.
All right, now I put all Marcus information on my page, so
You can get
know
on
what I mean?
my WhatsApp, my Instagram, Facebook, you know.
Definitely,
And then I'm gonna
definitely.
give it to Brandon so he can
Definitely.
put my information over
Definitely.
there. You know,
So
you can reach me
what's the best way they can get you though? What's the
WhatsApp.
WhatsApp? Okay. Yeah, because WhatsApp is
It's big here.
It's big.
here.
It's
You
big.
know,
It's big
real
business
big.
here, man.
People
So-
don't even call one another anymore
Nope.
here in Brazil. Brazilians, they don't. And they don't like to answer no calls. They just want to talk over the WhatsApp.
Over the WhatsApp.
You know?
Over the WhatsApp, man.
Audio message, text message. You know, people don't want to be like, oh, talk over the phone.
And I had to learn the hard way because I've been called. I'm using the regular landline phone. They never pick up. They never pick up. But shoot, soon you send them a text on WhatsApp, boom.
Oh, right away.
yeah.
The answer right away. Yeah.
So,
and
yeah.
back in the day was not like that. Back in the day we used to like talk over the phone all the time. I don't know what
Really?
happened. Yeah, it was the technology, man. WhatsApp came and changed the
Change the
culture,
game, man.
you know? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. But definitely,
That's
Marcus.
information. Yeah.
Definitely,
It was a
bro,
pleasure,
man.
It was a pleasure.
Hey, man. Definitely, man.
No.
Appreciate you dropping us these jewels,
Yeah,
these Brazilian
appreciate you.
jewels, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of brothers, a lot of people. They really need this information, man.
Yeah,
They really
they
need
do.
to know how to maneuver around here, man.
Yeah.
Especially legally, man.
Yeah, they gotta know.
Yeah,
They gotta
hey,
know.
like you
They
say,
gotta
you
know.
can't be doing nothing crazy here, man, because Brazil is a big country.
It is a big
It's the
country.
5th biggest in the world, man.
Yeah.
So don't get it twisted. It's not as third world as you think. So,
Yep.
but yeah, bro. On that note, man. Hey, any last things you wanna give out to the people or any advice?
I just wanna say that you have to come down here. Brazil is a wonderful place. I know we got like social problems like every other country, but like Brenda say, you just have to know how to move. You know, because like you could get robbed here, you could get robbed in America, in Europe, in anywhere. You know, so you just need to get with the right people, know how to move. You're gonna be okay, and you're gonna have a wonderful time. I guarantee you. I guarantee you.
Yeah, you will definitely have a
That's
good
about
time here. But yeah,
Acredite.
Acredite, what's that?
Acredite.
Uh-oh.
Believe that.
Believe that? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
acredite.
All right.
Você vai ter tempo maravilhoso aqui.
Com
certeza.
Hey, they go talking that stuff, man. Hey, yeah. Hey, calma.
Devagar.
But yeah,
Yeah, it was my
big,
pleasure.
definitely
You know?
big shout out to you, man. Yeah, hey. So yo, this is B. Hey, make sure y'all like, subscribe, do all that for me, man. I'm still young out in these YouTube streets, man. And also, hey, be on the lookout for my homie Marcus, man, for his channel, man.
And
Definitely.
subscribe Brandon channel.
Hey.
You know, he's the one that's making the difference here in Brazil, like showing you guys all those beautiful places. And all over Brazil, not just in Rio, you know what I mean?
Hey, not
just
yet.
in Rio.
Not yet.
Not just in Rio,
Hey, that's
you
why
know?
that's why they come to you, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, family. Hey, man. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me. And
Yeah.
until the next time, yo, peace out.
Peace.